Disney's Lilo and Stitch has hit the cinemas and people are going to watch it. I believe it's going to be a success, but not everybody seems to be particularly happy about it. And we're going to take a look at an article from The Independent. By the way, I have not seen the film yet. I will let you know if I do go and see it. Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Work, as crowned by one of my haters. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, switch on the notification bells so that you know I am releasing another video. Thank you to everyone who's joined me already. I cannot run this channel without you. Please do keep it friendly in the chat. This is from The Independent. Disney's live action Lilo and Stitch is a travesty, 1 star. Oh, I wonder why it's going to get 1 star. This pointless remake saps the original film of its humour, satire, and queerness. Sorry? What? Okay, that's the problem right there. And sands down the titular alien into a blander, more easily marketable CGI rascal. And then for some reason they take a dig at Primark, but okay. The reputational damage Primark has done to Disney's Lilo and Stitch is borderline obscene. Okay, so it's all Primark's fault for having a Disney deal with them. I mean, if it makes them money, then they can do whatever they want. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean to say that somebody else has to not like it as well. Anyway, go back to the 2002 original and you'll find it to be an animated masterpiece with the first use of watercolour backgrounds at the studio in 6 decades, where the foam kiss of the Hawaii's waves crash against hazy peak sunsets. A blue-furred bulldog adjacent alien named Stitch crash lands on Earth and bonds with a troubled little girl called Lilo. He questions what his purpose is, whether there's anything beyond him, anything beyond destruction. In short, it's Frankenstein with a happy ending. Yeah, it's a nice animated movie. I like it. The animation's beautiful. Exhaustive merchandising, though, has since overwritten Stitch as the non-consenting emblem of millennial cringe. Hi, I'm a millennial here. Do I think that? Do I agree with that? No, I don't think so. I think that the merchandising for Lilo and Stitch is very cute, and if you like it, then that's good. You can go and buy it, and that's absolutely fine. Something along the lines of him half-lidded and unimpressed clutching a steaming mug above the caption, "Don't talk to me before my coffee." Yeah. And I personally have no issue with that. It's no surprise then to see the Disney live-action remake machine render him in spiritless CGI, or to see it butcher his character arc in favour of an extended sequence of him driving around in a little pink car or farting in a punch bowl, all so audiences can slap their knees and call him a cheeky little rascal. Now, I will say that I think minor changes to the film aren't bad, but if it's a major character arc, okay, I'll be interested to see what it is they change exactly. So, like with Snow White, they changed the whole premise of Snow White, didn't they? And it just didn't pay off. So, but you know, from where the direction that it's going, and from what I've read, I don't think it's going to affect it all that much. And this person also goes on to say, if it sounds like there's a streak of bitterness there, I won't deny it. Well, at least you won't. The flattening of Stitch into a blander, more marketable product is business as usual for Disney, and it's only grown increasingly obvious now that the studio is reviving a barely 25-year-old film. Yeah, and I think at 25, well, do you need to do it? Do we really need these remakes? No, we really don't. And not a lot of people are asking for them anymore. Lilo, an orphan, and her big sister and carer, Nanny, were already as self-possessed as Disney heroines get. No changes made there. While the original film was directed and written by non-Hawaiians, the remake is directed by a non-Hawaiian and co-written by a Hawaiian. But there's nothing here to suggest a deeper sense of place and culture, and the running joke in which Lilo takes pictures of tourists as payback for the way they treat her as an attraction has, with depressing expectability, been excised. Oh, did they? Well, I guess I will have to wait and see for that one. There have been accusations of colorism too with some of the remakes casting choices, and yes, that is true. There have been that they say that Nani's actress is not Hawaiian and that her skin color was too light. And that's a problem because no one can be happy. They virtue signal for these changes to be made in entertainment, and then they cry when it's not enough, but then they cry when there's an issue with it as well, when it's something that happens to what they love. And we see that with Severus Snape. With nothing to revamp, Lilo and Stitch instead creates a brand new problem for itself. Some must have suggested having a surly undercover CIA agent as Lilo's social worker reflected poorly on the system's vetting process, and so he's been stripped of his covert identity and replaced by a more kindly social worker. Yeah, and I would also say that perhaps it's a little bit more scary in the live action, and sometimes these decisions, well, they need to be made, I think. I don't know. I would have to see it though in order to be able to judge it. Like, how kindly do you mean it is kindly? So it'd be interesting to see what they mean by that. Extraterrestrial Earth expert Pleatley sent alongside Stitch's creator Dr. Jumba to recover the pint-sized menace no longer explores his gender identity via emotional attachment to his human disguise. A woman's brown bobbed wig, it's a sweet through line in the original, turning Pleatley into an unexpected queer icon. Instead, he and Jumba rely on holographic projections of real humans to blend in, with human Pleatley given a mesh shirt to compensate. So this is really their main issue, this person's main issue with the transformation of the film, is the fact that they changed Pleatley's disguise. And I bet the reason why they changed that is because of the outcry and the outrage that they have received just recently for changing things for the sake of changing things. They were worried, Disney are clearly worried, that having Pleatley in his original disguise from the animated version would create issues. So they changed it. But guaranteed, if I were to read other reviews, that maybe many people would not comment on it. Just interesting. But this is the main issue for the author of this article. This is their problem. Okay? It's not necessarily Primark, which they started out with, or whatever. They're angry about that, yeah, but because this has been changed, this is now a problem and it's not being virtue signaled anymore. These half-hearted substitutions prove entirely pointless in practice, shot and cobbled together as they are with the hasty quality of reality TV show. Yet cuteness sells, and Lilo and Stitch is already looking to make a killing at the box office. And who will be rubbing their hands with glee at that news? Primark, no doubt. Well, I don't think Primark is your biggest worry. I think here, if this does do well at the cinema, your biggest worry is Disney going to go and make another live action remake. They'll reintroduce Tangled, guaranteed, if Lilo and Stitch does really well, and so does Moana. And that is something that I really do not want. If these two live action remakes do really well, end it, finish on a high note, said, great, we've learned our lesson, let's go back to what we do best, make animated films instead. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, switch on notification bells so that you know I am releasing another video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Bye bye.